Hi, Mary. How are you doing today?
Mary, you're on mute. We don't hear you.
Yes.
Mute.
Because I try not to bother you guys and I stay muted. We're having in-person meeting next week?
We are going to have an in-person meeting next week. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to try to do it once a month, have an in-person meeting, just to get a little closer, right? Inch closer towards each other.
And who's bringing you the lunch then?
I think we have it covered for this first one.
Okay.
Put you on the next one. Paula and or Brian can.
Yeah. No problem. I just thought if you don't have one, I'll be more than happy to do it.
You're so sweet. Of course, I look forward to that.
I'll be right with you.
Alyssa, you I was going to buy dog food the other day.
Yeah.
I looked down on the counter and there is a birthday flyer for someone's dog. And
That's so funny you saw that. Yes, he had his event and it was pretty successful. Got some business cards handed out and just raising awareness that I'm a realtor in the game.
Excellent. And it's really great because you're apparently passionate about your dog. You care about your dog, and you're sharing that passion with others. And that's exactly what you should be doing, is finding those common areas to share, right?
Yeah, cool. Thanks for noticing, Joey.
And so it went really well. The people showed up. You took some photos.
Yeah, it did go well. And yeah, no, I think it was, I didn't know how it was going to go and I didn't know how many people were going to show up at all. So it was actually perfect. So I'm happy and excited for figuring out a new event and what I'll come up with.
Yeah. And you're doing something you care about on top of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, perfect. Hi, Josephine. How are you today? Andy, it's good to see you, Andy. I like when you have your curly hair. So pretty.
Thank you.
Where are you? Are you here or are you in Montana?
No, I'm here.
Good to hear it.
I was in Mexico last week.
That I was like, is she about a filter? She looks a little like she spent some time in the sun there, right? But you just came back from your President's Circle appreciation trip, right?
Yeah, we did. It was nice that, the company always does it up and shows a lot of appreciation. The coolest part about the whole thing is there's always a community outreach day spent. And so there were 450 movement people there and everybody brought a guest. So there were 900 people there. And we all got together. We packed hygiene kits, school backpacks. There were literally, I think, half a dozen U-Haul trucks that they went out and delivered all this stuff to the community in Cancun.
Very, very cool. And you guys packaged it all up as a group?
We did. It was pretty amazing to see. I have some video. 900 people in a giant conference room, literally assembly line. I think we had it all packed up in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like truckloads of stuff. It was really powerful to see.
Yeah. It's and it actually, what does it take? What effort does it take, right? It's organizational, getting all the stuff there in one place, but it brings so much joy to the people who do it and the people who receive it. So you guys sent out 3 U-Haul trucks filled with different types of goods, hard goods and stuff, huh?
Yeah, and food. We had bags of food we packed up and just essentials that obviously most of us take for granted on a daily basis. So
I love it. I love. Yep. One of the many things I love about the movement organization. Right?
Yeah.
Can I say something I love about this specific movement person?
You want to, do you really need to pump her up anymore?
I have to
Or-
a little bit. Listen, the woman was in Mexico. Her phone service was all jacked up, and yet she still took care of business for me. So yes, I'm gonna pump her just a little bit. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Andy, Kristen. It was hard to get in touch with her. Had some moments where I was like, oh, she's trying to ignore me, but no, that wasn't it. It was her phone. And thank you, Andy. When she got some service, she was on it. I appreciate it.
I literally did not even have a chance to reach out before you had it, before she responded.
It was wonderful.
It's one of those things, you know, you try to prepare as much as possible. I mean, I called Verizon and said, listen, I'm leaving the country. I'm in Mexico, whatever. And you know, there's always a glitch somewhere. So
Yeah.
we got it done.
As long as your credit cards work.
Exactly. There you have some cash. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna really depend on WhatsApp, right? Is that still a thing? Or last time I was in Europe, that seemed to be like the best.
Yeah, WhatsApp is still a thing. Of course, I didn't think of that. Oh boy.
I didn't think of that either until it was too late. So
Yeah, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Viber.
What was the last one?
Viber, Viber, but WhatsApp is, you know,
I can only focus on one thing at a time,
Yeah.
Dragon. You know what I mean? If I have too many options, I might. It confuses me.
stay focused.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's get this party started, right? All right. Boom, ding, ding. Let's start with tell me something good. We got Andy's tan.
Yeah.
That's
can I also say too, they had John Maxwell in Cancun.
Oh.
It was pretty awesome, pretty fulfilling.
I've seen him speak several times before, and you always leave in a different state than what you arrived.
100%.
Always. He pours into people in such a massive way that it's so infectious. He's got something special going on, apparently,
Yeah.
right? He really does. He's this really very special human being. You know, you can write a book, but his connection, his conviction, his his story, all of it is so substantial that it's just I've never had anybody not buy it. The most jaded person I've not had buy into him and be like, oh yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could use that in my life.
Yeah. The overall message, and obviously it pours into not only business, but also just giving back and humanity and all kinds of things.
Sure.
You know, we haven't come this far just to come this far. Like there's so much more work to be done on every level, personally, professionally, emotionally. So community.
Yeah, and I think as a society, we get hung up on these roadblocks with and being in business has really opened up my understanding of the linear nature of my life and the linear nature of society and overcoming challenges and the discomfort and the growth afterwards is it's like, yeah, we're not at a pretty place right now as a society. No, there's so many challenges, there's so much disconnect, there's so many different there's so much disbelief, right? But my belief is that there's something on the other side of it, right? And this is the discomfort associated with growth. That we tried to avoid. We tried to avoid. Politicians avoid avoid the discomfort, and so now we're it's got to happen at some point, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not pretty, but we're going to get on the other side, and we're going to be, I believe, better as a society, some point, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's growth, right? It's
Yeah.
not always pretty,
Yeah.
but you don't come this far just to come this far, right? There's lots more to be done on a lot of levels.
I couldn't agree more. You know, you know, last night was Presley's sports night, you know, award ceremony for school, right? She plays 2 sports and blah, blah, blah. And she has a really, they have a really great culture around sports. They're, you know, just like their teaching credo, it's about empowering the girls who go to that school, and it's about giving them, you know, hey, making them part of the plan, and then they go and execute the plan. There's no one yelling from the sidelines and giving the instructions. They have a plan before they go in, and the girls go execute on the plan. And when they come back, you know, to the huddle, then they talk about what, you know, how do we adjust, right? And but as a you know, I see the other teams they play, and I see the coaching style of other coaches, and they're just kind of, you know, they're kind of puppet mastering the moment, and the girls lose, well, the athletes lose, they lose power in that moment. And something she said last night, that the coach said last night in it, you know, it rang. I was like, oh, here is the absolute the underpinning of everything, your coaching style. And she said, you know, when I was playing professional soccer, you know, my coach, I forget his name, his mantra was focus on growth over outcome, right? And it's, if I am just inching myself forward better a little bit every day, just a little bit, you know, a little bit every day, or a lot every day, if I'm inching forward and growing as a business person, as a human being, then the outcome will come, right? You will achieve you know, greatness in your life, whatever that means to you. Anybody else tell me something good? Thank you, Andy. I think I overdid that, but I could be wrong.
Good morning, everyone. This is Damasio. Good morning, Joey.
Damasio, welcome back.
I've been around, you know, I've been watching everybody on YouTube, and well, I got a few things that really make me feel great. First of all, to belong to KW, Keller Williams. It's a great experience. The first thing I want to share with all of you is that I'm taking classes with Christy Bailey.
Yeah.
I am on my elemental session number 8, and you know, as a newer person in real estate, I tell you what, this is a great experience. I feel more like a really real estate agent. She's really producing outstanding courses for us. And I feel so grateful for her and for Kelly Williams to provide such a great resource. Number 2, I bought the American Lifestyle magazine, which I can show it to you right now with my picture and everything. So I have 30 friends that I have already sent the magazine, and I'm going to try to share with everybody that I possibly can. So it's a great magazine, and it's for spring season. And lastly, but not least, is today I'm finishing up a parenthood seminar that I've been taking in the last 12 weeks. And sadly, I don't want to connect this situation with what happened in Texas, but I tell you, know, I've been taking, not that I'm a bad parent, but I see a lot of people that, you know, don't take care of the kids. So I've been taking this seminar, and makes me feel more like a human being. Not that I have not been, but I think I have a lot of more empathy to people. And this is all about, training, training, and training. And hopefully in the incoming month, I'm going to get myself better. And I'll be physically in the office as well. So those are the three things that I wanted to share with you guys.
Excellent, Damasio. I love it. And your sports background is all about, it's all
It's
about
coming. It's coming.
training. It's all about moving, getting a little bit, getting your swing a little bit better every day, right? And conscious practice and execution. Practice and execution. That's how we move up. All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm glad to hear that, Damasio. Right, let's move forward a little bit. High pollen count today. That's why my head's so fuzzy. Welcome back to the office. So, where's Paula? Why don't you tell us about what's going on?
Hello, everybody. So we are excited to be bringing some of our meetings in person. We're going to be starting doing them at least once a month for now, see how it goes. See how many of you guys like coming in and how is it going. So we decided to do it next Wednesday, June 1st, the same time, 11 to 12. It's going to be here at the office. The fabulous Andy from Movement Mortgage, she will be sponsoring lunch for you guys. But just please make sure that you RSVP on the Eventbrite page by Monday, because we need to get a head count for lunch. So if you guys can please RSVP before then, that would be great. But yeah, we're very excited, and we look forward to seeing you all there. It will be a great to meet a lot of you guys that I haven't met yet, and yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, I'm gonna wear something fancy. All right. I just thought of something we'll put down in there. Excellent. So next week, I hope to see you all. That's my, so just so you know, I am shortly after that, on the 5th, I am leaving for like 2 weeks and a couple days. I'm going to go to Europe for a little bit. I guess I'll have my WhatsApp set up. But, you'll be in the great hands of Brian and Paula and Carly and all of our Agent Leadership Council, who is, stepped up to help in that. So I really appreciate them, and I know that we'll get. I know you kids could get through it without me. As much as I'd like to think it's all about me, I know that we can get through it without me. All right, next we have all right, yeah, we're continuing to raise money for City of Hope for the rest of May. We are going to, where do you know where we're at in the GoFundMe, Paula?
I can get those numbers for you.
That'd be great.
I believe we're at $16.95.
$16.95?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Excuse me. Yeah, let's see what we could do. Post it on your social media. Sorry, I have a little tickle in my throat. Post it on your social media. Get it out there to get our donations up. Right? Let's see what we could do. We've got a couple more weeks. All right. Also, we have T-shirts, I believe, maybe next. Get those Larchmont, KW Larchmont T-shirts, please. Give where you live. They're very soft. We have the females with a soft V-neck and the males with a lovely crew neck. This little Forward Living logo is actually on the sleeve. So it's just a pass-through cost, $25. And we would love for you to be wearing your KW Larchmont flag, right? Is that what it is? Something like that, right? So here we go. All right. You could just let Brian know actually on the chat, and he'll pull one aside from you, tell him the size, and then pick it up, and he'll even just bill you on your monthly statement. It's a nice T-shirt. All right, coaching corner. So today, I believe Rob's in the car there. I always like to sideswipe Rob and surprise him. And today we're going to talk about growth and of the individuals we started out with, and in that, people people grow, and they and in that a new path opens up, right? And so in the last several years, Rob has supported many of you as a coach and a mentor. And he is, his commitment is unparalleled. And in that, his growth trajectory opened up some opportunities for him that he's compelled to explore. That means that he will no longer be working with us, but it means that he will be taking a path to grow as an individual, and we're so excited for him, and we are excuse me. Oh, that's weird. We're so excited for him. We support him. We're sad for us, of course. We have for you mentees, we have a structure in place to support you and to help you in your business and mentor in the mentoring piece and in the coaching piece. But I guess I'd like to just thank Rob and give him and give him my best in all he does and in his future opportunities. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get the opportunity to work with him again someday, right? And so we love you, and we're excited for you and sad for us, but we're gonna, we will always be in each other's lives, right?
We adore Rob, and of course he will be missed a lot, but for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure Rob, let everyone know what's going on. He's going to be venturing into commercial real estate. It's also nice to have someone dealing with commercial that, sometimes we come up across some leads that we can work with, someone that we love and appreciate so very much. And I'm so thankful for all of Rob's amazing contributions to our office and our beautiful community and family.
Thank you, Dragona.
Amen to all that.
Anyone else would like to say anything? They can, and I'll. If not, I know it's Rob's driving, and I know it's difficult. This is a difficult conversation for him to begin with, but I want to make sure to say what we need to say.
I like to say a special thank you to Rob, because when I walked into the office, he was the person, him and Joy and Cameron were the three persons that I first met. And he was quite of a person when he kind of showed me the pathway of real estate, and he really encouraged me to continue, even though I didn't know much about it. But he's a great human being. So he's an outstanding individual in the whole community at large.
Agreed. Thank you, Tomaso. Thank you so much.
We all love
right.
Rob. I'm going to miss my buddy. That's what it comes down to. I'm going to miss my buddy.
Yeah.
I'd also like to thank him for giving me last August the Productivity Coaching Award, because, it was unlike anything I've gotten, before. and his support and his understanding as I struggle through all my issues. And I really appreciate having known Rob, and I'm sorry to see him go.
Thank you, Clint. Excellent. All right. Anyone else? Okay. Rob?
Well deserved, Clint. I do want to say, I'm out of signal, so I can do this. I do want to say, those that I've talked to, the hardest part about making this decision was about knowing I was not going to see my business family on a daily basis. And I've shed many tears over that, and it's been a struggle because I love you guys and I'm going to miss you guys. And I want you to know that that's how important you guys are to me. And Larchmont will always be really special.
Back at you. Once, I come from a place, Rob, that once you're in, you're always in.
Yeah.
Right? You might not see each other for a period of time, but nothing, nothing about the relationship changes. I have friends from high school that
I'm gonna say
that I haven't seen for many, many years. And when we see each other, we just pick up right where we left off. Right? So
yes,
that's the way it works in my book. All right. Anything else, Rob, that you want to throw on there?
I do want to let people know that I'm always available, and so if there's any questions, even about the transition over or afterwards, I'm here for you.
Perfect. Yeah, and we'll be reaching out to all of the mentees to talk about the next steps in the next couple of days. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, let's move on before I give myself a headache. The upcoming classes. All right, let's not forget always, the fact that it's on here every week. I do not want to minimize the importance of script practice. Okay, every morning between 8:30 and 9, Zoom, jump on, hone your craft, hone your tools. Boom, power hour followed by power hour from 9 to 10 with Christy. Overlap with our morning Rise and Shine, but you can jump right in after the Rise and Shine. Again, this is community lead generation, right? It's just accountability. It's about you saying, I want to do this, and I'm going to do it through this time, and you do it in a group setting. Nobody hears you. Nobody, you just have your camera on, you have your voice off, and you check in on the half hour. It's just about being part of a lead generation group. And Carly's put the registration for all Christy's classes through her website that she has there in the chat, as well as the donation website for Hope and Valley and the T-shirts. All right. And followed by Elements, that's starting on May 16th. Oh, that's all. We're already in Elements to the 27th. We have 2 more days of Elements. All right. And then new Ignite course starts the 31st. We just rolling on this. If new agents, seasoned agents, you want to up your information, like Damasio said, that Christy has been a great addition to our value proposition. She teaches an archive of classes, including Ignite, but not exclusive to Ignite. So, but Ignite's relaunching on the 31st. Make sure you sign up. Tech, Facebook ads tomorrow, what's new with Command on Friday, overview on Monday, smart plans on Tuesday, opportunities on, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why. Monday's look at you. You think it's so funny. Look at her. Paula. She loves when I mess up. So Monday is a Hey, you don't have.
Labor Day. Monday's Labor Day.
Is it Labor Day or Memorial Day?
And Memorial Day. Look at me. That's what happens for laughing at you.
I was like, oh, command overview is usually on Tuesdays. So, and it is next Tuesday because Memorial Day is on Monday. But Paolo will be in the office. Don't worry about it. Smart plans overview on Wednesday, opportunities on Thursdays, the sales pipeline, and then again on the 3rd is Websites 101. Smarty pants. Also, building powerful pipelines with Christina Griffin on May 25th at 12 o'clock. That is right. It's right after this class here. It's a great class. Christina is an amazing teacher and will really tap into some ways how it was. Learn to properly use my referrals. There are systems that you can use that are built in that you can set up and just see the benefit over time. You pour into it, you'll get a little bit more, but setting it up is and having it and understanding the strategies to grow your database with referrals. This is what you got. Referrals are the way to go. So that's today at 12 o'clock. Also,
excuse me, Joey, will that be recorded?
It probably will, but I would not count on it. It might be days before it comes out. I'm not quite sure. It's from KWRI. So they might have a recording of it. Sometimes they choose not to because they really want to push people to the live class. So they do the class repeatedly, but they don't do, sometimes they don't record it. So I can't really say.
Okay.
Like this one, she will teach it. Julia Lachey Israel will teach this over and over until it gets into our heads. But unconscious bias class is also today at 1 p.m. That's via Zoom. And you can, Carly put the links there in the to the Eventbrite in the chat there. This is a great class though. Julia is really a compelling speaker, and you will learn something that you never knew before, for sure. I do every time I hear her speak. And this translates to business, guys. Understanding the evolution of how we treat other people and what it will raise your level of raising your level of understanding will raise your level of communication. Raising your level of communication will make you more effective. Okay, knowing how to speak to human beings in a respectful way, in a conscious way, is a skill that we all need to have. I work on it every day, right? All right, next. Hi, Natalia. Get that grumpy face off. All right, GPS workshop. Like I said, Christy is bringing higher level classes. GPS workshop is one of those. It's the 411, it's the 145, 135. The GPS is KW's brilliantly simple one-page business plan. This workshop will provide specific examples that will help you create a plan so that you'll never have to ask again, what should I do today? That is on Friday between 10 and 11:30. Every level of agent should be taking that. You asked for it, and bam, we took care of it. This was an involved conversation in the morning, Rise and Shine meeting. We're going to have 3 of our agents, Charlotte, Christina, and Tim, do a lease mastermind, right? The panel will showcase how to work a lease from the agent's perspective, and then as well as from the landlord's perspective. There's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of different ways to approach. There's a lot of leasing has market conditions also, right, that we all need to be aware of. The way we did things 3 years ago is different than the way they did things today. What happened in the last 2.5 years with landlords and with lessees and lessors, and the disconnect in both of their desires, it has changed the process a little bit and has really changed the conversation a lot. So we're going to have that open discussion, 12 to 1. I'm guessing that will not be sustainable 1 hour, but we're going to try. That's on June 3rd. It's next Monday. Is that correct? When is that? Next Friday.
It's Friday, yeah.
Friday. All right, perfect. And thank you to Paula for jumping on that immediately and creating that just in the last day or so. Mega camps coming up, guys. There are 2 major events in the Keller Williams world. One is family reunion. That's in February, around Valentine's every year. And then there's Mega Camp, which is in Austin, Texas, physically. Mega Camp, the way I used to delineate the 2 was that Mega Camp was Gary's show, right? It was a 2 to 3 day dialogue with Gary and all the subjects that Gary wanted to have with the agents in productivity, in building, in market condition. It's evolved since then, since Gary took the CEO position back, and he's present in both those conversations. But this is still, Mega Camp is still really Gary's voice, and he's a brilliant individual. Here's a little teaser. Is that correct? I'm assuming that there's a little video aspect to this.
You guys ready? Let's go.
And it's like our previous conversation with John Maxwell, about John Maxwell. When you're in the presence of greatness, it really it elevates you as a human being. And Gary really really has that same ability to share his passion for the subject matter in such a way that it just pulls you in. And he's a great storyteller. He really is a great storyteller. So that's on the 22nd and 23rd of August in Austin, Texas, 23rd and 24th. Let's try that again. Austin is a great city to visit. There will be a digital version of that, but I will be going with all the agents who would like to go. There's a bunch of coaching agents that will be there. It's a blast. We'll do it as individuals. We'll do it as a group. I would encourage all of you who are willing and able to attend. Right? We'll be talking about it more. Registration's right there. Okay. All right. I love this. This is great. Paula, created this June class schedule coming up. So this is what we have so far. We have June 3rd, Lease Mastermind. June 7th, Intro to Social Farming. That's social media farming. It's a conceptual piece that it's a program that not Movement Mortgage, but Clearmark Title and Clearmark Title are bringing to us. It's a 2-day class. I believe it's 2 days, 2-day classes, 2 days of classes that really go in deep on how to use social media to farm opportunities. And this is not conceptual. It's practical information to help you build your business using social media. Capture leads and open houses. Christy's going to be teaching that on the 8th. Escrow 101, David Erich is going to be teaching that on the 16th. Buyer's consultation, Christy again on the 17th. Broker class, Rich is going to be teaching a contracts class on the 22nd. Fair Housing 101, Peter Haven's going to be teaching on the 27th. Removing limiting beliefs, Christy's going to be teaching. We all need a little bit of that. And then ways to go and find a listing on the 29th. This is Paula. I love this little overview. It's really a great way to look at the schedule. And then in that there's much more. There's all of the Ignite classes and additional classes that we have. But this is a great education calendar. Great. And thank you, Paula, for really working on that and putting that together.
You got it.
Core Services, Andy. Great to have you back. Oh, Brian has jumped right in front of you. Bam.
Got that, Andy?
It's all good. I've talked a lot.
Yeah, I've just got a little update for you guys that we got from Big KW about some ways that they are trying to make your lives easier. Carly, can I share the screen real quick? Oh, yep, you already gave me permission. Great. There it is. All right, can you guys see this? I assume so. You guys can see it? Yeah, okay, great. All right, so this is a new feature that they've added to opportunities in Command. This is for whenever you have a listing. So now this is the process. They've got some screenshots here. Now, when you have a listing and it is active, you now have a new option when you go into the opportunity called marketing. And in this marketing tab, it is automatically creating designs for you for the listing so that you can send this out easily. You can, I mean, they've got options to order physical media, but you can also get social posts. And then on top of that, it immediately will send you into, once it's all updated, it sends you into a way to create a campaign for it and do paid ads on Facebook and Instagram and really just make it so that you can kind of just easily get this stuff marketed right away once you have an active listing added to your Command account. Wow. So I just wanted to highlight that for you guys.
It generates all these marketing pieces and all these pathways to marketing.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
And on top of that, so this was like their main thing that they've added, which I think is super helpful for whenever you have a listing. And the other thing that will help out a lot of our agents is the fact that opportunities are now able to be filled out and accessed on your mobile device through the KW Command app. So they're just trying to do whatever they can to make everybody's lives a little bit easier.
All right, let's inch towards that. I love it. I love it. That's great, Brian. Thank you so much. All right, I think you're next, Andy. Yep.
Well, I'm excited to see you all next week. I will be there with lunch in tow. Not much to report on my end, really at all. I would say, there's a lot of stuff going on with Fed talk, and it sound like a broken record, and I don't want to keep doing that, but be on the lookout. There's a lot of buzzwords. The Feds are looking for what's called a neutral rate, and that is the inflation rate minus the Fed fund rate. So, and there's different levels of inflation that are measured, and that's really important when we're talking about what they're measuring and how they're going to get to this neutral rate. The current CPI index, or consumer price index, for inflation is 8.3. That measures food, housing, all of that stuff, consumer goods, services. It's the whole enchilada, if you will. Then you've got the personal consumption expenditure, which is hovering around 5.2. If we have a Fed fund rate at 0.75, they're trying to bridge the gap between the Fed fund rate and the inflation rate. Now, whether they're using the CPI or the personal consumption expenditure, that remains to be seen, but that's what they're after in order to get inflation under control. The difference between the personal consumption is that number excludes food, gas, energy. It does include consumer goods and services like the CPI, but CPI, or the consumer price index, is everything all in one. So obviously the numbers are a little different when you strip out food, energy, gas, all of those things. It's a little bit different, but what they're trying to do is bridge the gap between the Fed fund rate and inflation rate. So keep an eye on that. That's obviously going to translate over to interest rates, mortgage rates. It's also going to dictate how many more times they raise the Fed fund rate. And that's.
Can I ask you a question? So, that's the mechanics of it all, right? What have you seen? You're on the front line. So how have you seen this affecting the consumer, the consumer's desires, needs, wants, are they falling out? How's that playing out on the front line?
From a loan or real estate perspective?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different variables. I mean, a lot of people, the stock market is incredibly shaky right now. A lot of people have lost a lot of money in stocks and investments and 401ks. And all of a sudden, somebody that was looking last year and maybe didn't pull the trigger last year, that had a bunch of cash in stocks, all of a sudden that brokerage account is not what it was before. So now you've got the cost of the actual real estate because of appreciation has gone up.
Right.
The rates have gone up, and now people's assets are not what they used to be either. So people are pulling back, and that's the intention. We all see inflation at the gas pump. I paid $6.89 this morning per gallon. Food prices are up. I went in to buy vanilla extract, and she rang it up, and I'm like, what do you mean $14 for vanilla extract? So everybody's seeing it everywhere, but that is the Fed is trying to get that under control and trying to
pull down spending.
Right, curb spending. What happens though is, as they do this, historically, and I've talked about this before, historically, we then lean into a recession. And recession isn't necessarily a doomsday situation. It's historically good for real estate. But another thing to keep an eye on is employment rates. We've hypothetically hit rock bottom in terms of employment rates. Employment rates are
in a good way.
In a good way. It's incredibly low, whatever. As we start to see it creep up, because listen, with inflation and prices of goods and food and all this stuff, it's becoming more expensive for businesses to stay in business and keep people employed and all of those things. As we lean into a recession, that would generally indicate that the feds have inflation under control, which then means, you know, real estate and mortgage rates and so forth are also stabilize or drop.
Or at least they believe they have it under control.
Correct.
It's all illusion of some.
So I just wanted to make you all aware there's buzzwords, there's all kinds of things. Diana Olick was on this morning on the news talking about how expensive and unaffordable it is to buy right now. And when you really strip out the actual information and the data, she was comparing a $300,000 house in 2019
Right.
with now with appreciation, the same house is now at 448,000. And so the difference in mortgage payment from 2019 for the same house at 300,000 is a $700 difference. Let's also factor in the appreciation of $150,000 on a $300,000 investment. Naturally, your payment is going to be higher because the asset is valued higher, for one. And then you've also got, of course, interest rates, the cost of borrowing money is more. But let's not forget that wages are also higher than where they were in 2019. So that $700 difference is really not a $700 difference if you factor in appreciation rate and wages and all of these things. So lots of stuff to sort of pick through and I'm not reading between the lines, but there's additional data that is important.
Yeah.
So
I have a question.
Sure.
So with these price changes, have we heard anything more about corporate companies, Blackstone, kept from purchasing single-family homes or 1 to 4 unit buildings, corporate landlords? That is part of what's causing so much of these price increases in some areas.
That is not my department. I haven't seen any mass influx.
Yeah, like Blackstone.
Yeah.
Like Blackstone picked up their real estate portfolio in a down market. That's when they scooped up mostly everything that they have now, Jacqueline.
They're still in the process of acquiring other companies that have thousands and thousands of single family homes.
They'll buy, but they're not buying retail. They're not competing with your consumer. They're buying from REITs, and you know, I have a friend who just sold his collection of or his portfolio, and they don't call it a collection, right? Just sold his professional portfolio of housing all throughout, mostly in Nashville, but all over the United States. And yeah, he sold it for like $3 billion. And I think it was 4,000 units. So, you know, that's sure. Is that going on?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is there an appetite?
Yeah, it never comes back on the market.
They're not looking at like one property, right? They're looking at a minimum of like 100 properties.
Yeah, no, I get that, but those are properties that will never come on the market.
Yeah.
For actual buyers.
Yeah, I don't know that moves the needle for us at all, right? Those kind of transfers of real property always are taking place. People are assembling large portfolios and then selling them off. You know, my friend spent the last 14 years building this portfolio to sell it off, right? It was the intention. So these bigger organizations, they want to just take a bigger bite. So I don't know. I don't know how it's affecting us, to be honest with you. how they're fixed, unless they're manipulating lease fees and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah, well, they keep the places off the market. In West Adams, I know that they really have done that a lot, and some of my clients, they don't, blocks and blocks can be empty for a very long time, but I know the Fed was talking about it, and that's why I just asked if anybody else heard about it, because they were trying to limit corporate landlords to certain properties.
Interesting. Oh.
Yeah,
You have an
that was
article
like
sent to me. I'd
maybe
love to read it.
a week ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you find,
I'll look for it.
Thanks, Chuck. All right, thank you, Andy.
See y'all next week.
Oh yeah. Raha,
Hi, good morning.
how are you today?
I am well. How are you guys?
Good.
Great. As you guys follow the checklist for disclosures required for each sale, will you please keep in mind that there are specific disclosures based on when the property is built. So if the property is built prior to 1978, there's a lead-based paint and lead-based paint hazards disclosure, because housing built before 1978 may contain lead-based paint. So we need to add this advisory to disclosures. Keep in mind that when the other side sends the seller disclosure package, don't take it for granted that they have everything that they should be giving to you. Please check to make sure that everything that is needed is given to you. There's also an earthquake hazards report disclosure that is, if it's built prior to 1960, it's about 9 questions on there. It's like the seller fills it out to the best of their knowledge, but you have to make sure you have received this disclosure if it's built prior to 1960. So keep in mind that there are certain disclosures specific to when the property is built. Then we also, as you guys know, have the fire hardening disclosure. Our office specifically requires this form, even if it is not located in a high fire severity zone. If you look at the NHD report that you guys get from escrow, you can see which zone the property falls under. Our office, again, requires this form as an advisory for the client to sign off on. Sometimes other brokerages say if it doesn't fall under a high fire severity zone, they will not give you this form. What we do in that case is we have our client sign it as even if we do not receive it from their end. We can request it so that the seller can fill it out, but if they do not, you just have your client sign it. So keep in mind certain disclosures required for certain properties. You make sure that they give you everything.
And again, understand the intention of the document. It's a disclosure. It's all it is. It's not a contractual agreement. It's just saying, hey, we gave you this information. You received this information. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Raha?
Correct, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what a disclosure is. Thank you, Raha.
Of course. And as always, if you guys have any questions.
Thank you, Raha. Always being available for everyone.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
To a fault, too much sometimes. Have a great day. All right, next we have Ben.
Hey guys, hey Joey, how you doing? Good, good. Hey, just wanted to remind everybody, Monday obviously is a holiday, so the county is closed. Anything that needs to be recorded needs to happen before and or after. And then of course, the class that you mentioned earlier, Joey, we will have a trainer and myself, we will be presenting and making sure that we can go over those details on how to do social farming. And then just real quickly, I wanted to bring back this Blackstone article I read about it as well. I think Joey's absolutely right with the whole, REIT concept. They came out with an article that they're not buying, one-off properties, but they definitely are an investment company and they represent a bunch of their investors going out buying large portfolios to do that. I would imagine that they do have some control of the market, right? I remember when I was flipping houses back in 2009, 2010, we were actually priced out of the Northern California market because a REIT came in and bought a bunch of properties, and they never sold any of those properties. And here we are with the rents as high as they are. So definitely something to consider. Quick rate update, just because I think you guys should know, as real estate agents, is 5.27 based on Mortgage Daily News, which means that it is almost half a percentage lower than it's been all month. So good news, I think, at least a conversation starter to have with your buyers and sellers if rates, it's going to be a matter for them.
Absolutely. All right, Ben, thank you so much.
All righty, thank you.
All right, bud. We'll see you next week.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, look forward to it. Larchmont Escrow, David or Josh on there? Okay, let's move forward. All right, birthdays. What you got? Whose birthday this week? Maybe not. She texts, since profit shares. Oh, okay. This is starting a conversation about profit share and understanding that there is a benefit to helping us build our agent community. Okay. Keller Williams Larchmont profit shared over $275,000 last year. That means $275,000 went back into the agents' pockets who referred us a productive agent, or any agent for that matter, who did some business in a profitable month, which is every month for us, right? Keller Williams International has shared over $1.5 billion in profit share so far. Okay, 275,000 of it last year came from Keller Williams Larchmont. What's to say? Oh, the average for last year for profit share alone was $7,500. I think I did a little bit more than that. But last month, Laura Anderson, Angela Bond, Christina Kim, Eileen Lanza, Chris Brotman, and John Barentine all received profit share last month. There's just some, right? Thank you. Thank you, Paula. Next is, all right. How can we help you build your downline? So it's not your job to recruit agents, right? If you want to build your downline, it's my job to talk about the value proposition. You want to identify people that would be a great fit for our community and who you feel we can add value to their business. Right. And so in that, there's a couple things, you can refer them to me, and I take over from there. All you have to say is, hey, if you like, my team leader would love to meet with you and maybe explore how they can help you build your business. Right. So I'm happy to do that with anyone to help them, whether with no obligation to do some coaching with them. Also, we're going to be sponsoring 2 top producing agents, or 2 producing agents. Let's say, I'd say a minimum of $5 million worth of production. I have 2 slots that I will pay for mega camp for. If you have a producing agent who does over $5 million in production in the last 12 months, we're happy to take them to mega camp and try to show them the Keller Williams value proposition on your behalf, right? And so that's a great way to build your downline, and it's something that we can do. Also, I want to incentivize. I will start to incentivize you, the agents, with the following proposition. It's a cap reduction opportunity. So what I'm saying is that if you refer me a capper, and that's someone who would, who would cap over the course of the last 12 months, I will reduce your yearly cap for that year by $5,000. Okay. On top of the fact that you will also receive profit share from them, that is an amazing opportunity. So that's for producing agents who would be cappers. If you have a producing agent who would be a half capper, or between half cap and cap, I will reduce it $2,500. And if you refer me any agents that join, I will give you 6 months free of office fees, right? Of your office fees. So little something to think about. Building your passive income through profit share and receiving a benefit on the front end. I want to incentivize you all to do that. Any questions? Okay, get to work. Find us some good people. Birthdays, there you go. Bridget, Joshua, Holly Case, Andrew Walsh, also Gerardo and Christina Kim coming up this week. Birthday girl on when is that? Next Thursday. Very exciting. Next, birthday girls on the phone. We'd like to welcome Zachary Berger, Zach Berger. He's going to be working with Pete. And I love this. You got to put a little more in there. Angelia Serrano, who is she's got a little welcome speech prepared. Welcome, congratulations, Angelia.
Hi, sorry, I had to run out. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be a KW agent. I've been licensed for a while now, but as many of you know, I primarily work with Christina on all of her transactions, which are endless, and I'm so grateful for it, as it's a tough industry, as we all know. My real estate journey has really been a journey. So if you ever want to hear, you know where to find me. And I'm very happy to be part of this community, a community that I really believe in. I've been here for over a year, and I love our office. I really do.
And we love you, Angelia. Welcome as an agent, as usual. Right?
Thank you.
Have a great day. All right. Next is Carly. Oh, I love when it gets all packed in there like that. Closed escrows. Ian Michael Cherney, Thomas Robinson. Congratulations, Thomas. I know that's is it your second one? Also Tim Meinelschmidt, Tiffany Park, Christina and Day, Laura and Bea. Also Maury and Laura, Bea and Laura, Gina Ibarola and Cecilia, Rachel and Tiffany, Tiffany by herself, David Hitt, An and Russell Roney, also On by himself, and Heidi Davis, Marisa Tranquilli, Will Hayworth, and Stacy Hahn all had closings this week. Wow, that's a big one. Great week in real estate, guys. And I love all the cross collateralization and teamwork that is present in this in these closings too. It's amazing. Very proud. Also some new escrows. Tiffany has a few, Tiffany and Rachel. Sabine has 2. Excellent, excellent. Paul Yu and his son, Alan. Also Christina Kim, April Bella, the Barentine Group, David Holly, Angela Bond, and Adam Pergamin all opened up new escrows this week. Closed leases, Peter O, Esther Kim, and Anna Lee all closed a lease this week. Congrats, guys. Great work. New listings. Keep that ball rolling forward. Marisa, Did we talk about this a little bit last week, or was that a teaser? I thought I saw Marie.
It was a coming soon, so now it's on the market.
Looks so pretty. You want to talk about it?
Hi, guys. Like I said last week, I'm trying to remember what I said. It's my clients bought it. They wanted to restore it. One of their investors wants to get out. So it's exactly in the same condition it was last year when they bought it. But there are plans already drawn up. It took a year to get the plans through Pasadena. So it will now become a 5-bedroom, a 4-bath, pool, spa, 2-story in the back. It will remain beautiful in the front. That's about it.
What's the cost to build on it, they think?
They think it'll be about $1 million.
Million to build?
Yeah.
All right, excellent.
Thank you.
And it'll be worth over 3 million when you get there.
Yeah, they think, maybe even closer to 4 by the time, because it'll take about a year, I think.
Yeah.
Now that the plans are done, it'll still take a year to build.
Excellent.
Thanks.
You. Also, Pete Bonacore has a place in Torrance. That's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,663 square feet for $695,000. Love that rock facade there. Looks like somebody got a little creative. Christina and Eileen have Central. You want to talk about that, you guys? That's super clean. No? 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 848 square feet for $570,000.
Yeah, so it's on, even though it's the unit is actually 326, and even though it's on the 3rd floor, the architecture of this building is where this is the top floor, open floor plan, and south facing, very natural lit property. So
where exactly is South Central Avenue?
So it's in Little Tokyo, right off of 3rd and Central Avenue. So it's like right in front is the Honda Plaza, the Tokyo Villa Shopping Center. So it's just like minute walking distance right to the heart of Little Tokyo.
Very cute. Very cute. All right. Thank you, Christina. Next we have John Barrent, the Barentine Group, John and Chuck. They have Beechwood Drive, lots of 2s. So Christina had 3 2s. Now this is 4 2s. 2-bedroom, 2 baths, 1,459 square feet, $799,000 on Beechwood Drive. DeYoung Park has a place in Winchester, 8-bedroom, 7 baths, 4,221 square feet for 1.629. It's a lot of bedrooms and baths. Also, DeYoung has a unit on 6th Street downtown. It's 2 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1,770 square feet for just under $1 million, 965,000. You could shop at Staples all day. All of your office needs right there. Bam. Leases. Day also has a unit in the Vero, 1234 Wilshire, right on the outskirts of downtown. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 990 square feet for $3,200 per month. Kimberly and Ashley. Ashley, you want to talk? I saw you on there. You want to talk about this?
Hi, so this is a small studio unit, 300 square feet. Just has a bathroom. There is no kitchen. It does come with a fridge, but there is no parking, no laundry, but it is a cute little space.
If you need a pied-à-terre in someplace to stay in the city, this could be used for it, right? It's easy.
Exactly.
Okay, pocket listings coming soon. Who has something they want to tantalize us with?
Joey, it's Lorna. I do.
Bring it.
I don't know if it was on last week. I know we talked about it as a coming soon, but we have a fantastic new construction, 3-bedroom, 3-bath in Lamert Park. It's a townhouse. They did all the upgrades and then they tricked it out from there. It's fabulous. We had a broker's open yesterday, but we will be open Saturday from 2 to 4 and Sunday from 12 to 2. It's listed for $1 million. It's right off of Exposition, but you cannot hear the subway with the door, not the subway, the metro with the windows closed. And when they're open, it just sounds like an ocean breeze. So come on by if you have a client looking for something like that.
It's a townhouse, Lorna?
It's a townhouse, love.
3-bedroom?
3-bedroom, 3-bath. There's a bedroom and bath on what is the second floor because you have to come upstairs from the garage. But so there's a bed and bath there, and then the other 2 beds and baths are on the 3rd.
And if you guys haven't seen it, the video is beautiful, Lorna. It's
You love it, girl. That is forward living at its finest, honey. Thank
so pretty and so fresh looking. Like it's just it sells it right there.
It's just super cool. Thank you.
Drop it in the chat. I want to see it.
All right.
All right. Anybody else? Pocket listings coming soon.
Hi, Joey. This is Darlene Jones.
Hey, Darlene Jones. How are you today?
I'm great. I wanted to let you guys know that I have my first listing. It's coming. Thank you. It's coming soon. Hopefully tomorrow. And it should go live next week on the market. It is in Oxnard. It's a townhome. And it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, just under 1,500 square feet. And we'll be going on at about $575.
All right. You said that's in Oxnard?
That is correct.
All right. Excellent. Get some rentals in there. That's a good, it's a good rental area. Oxnard.
Yeah, it's a spectacular area because it's in the River Park community. So there's a park directly across the street, and it's about a block from the Collection shopping area, which has Starbucks, 24-hour fitness, Whole Foods, a movie theater. So lots to offer in the area.
Oh, and that area, Oxnard is blowing up. I have a friend who, has a house here, but they bought a house in Oxnard, and he has during COVID, and he has his kids and his wife are out there, and the school district is great, and they're close to the beach, and he comes here and works for a couple days a week, and then he goes out to Oxnard for a couple days. So it's close enough to have that kind of relationship. It's actually great for him.
Many people did that, like during the pandemic also, especially with, like the pricing over there and what they were able to get here. So I know quite a few that do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, anyone else? Pocket listings coming soon. Bring it on. Because next we move to wants and needs. First we'll deal with what you have, and then we'll deal with what you'll want. All right, let's move on to what you want then. Carly, is that next, or is that my imagination? Yeah, wants, needs, fill the bucket. Anybody? Christina, what do you need?
I had to step away for a minute, but if you've got any developers that are looking for property to land to develop on, I have a lot listed in Glendale for $29,995, and I've written the lot owners on either side of the lot and to see if they want to sell, because combined this would be big enough for the 7,500 square foot Glendale requirement. So if anyone has, any developers or builders, please reach out to me.
Yeah, if they can, if you can pull that off, Clint, they'll all get a little bit more money for it. It's 29,000 now because it's not buildable.
Yeah.
two that are buildable, the two together, and it's buildable, then I have to believe there's a little more for them in that, right? Excellent. Anyone else? Wants, needs, fill the bucket? Anybody? No? All right. Well, if you guys don't need anything and you don't want anything, then thank you. And I will see you next week here in the office. We're gonna do we'll still Zoom it, but it'll be Zoom will be viewing only, right? We're gonna try to get everybody responsibly together next week, next Wednesday, 11 to 12. I look forward to seeing you all. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you, Joy.
All right, good.
Nice seeing everyone.
Thank you.
Sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dragon,
Thank
up for
you.
that.
Bye.